cervical spine and upper extremities range of motion screen. So let's start with cervical spine. So for cervical spine and upper extremity, for your general movement, you're going to do your Apley scratch test. We're going to do it bilaterally. So start by, go ahead and reach behind your head as far as you can go. Good. And then you're observing for any asymmetries in range of motion, her willingness to move, any substitutions. And then go ahead and reach behind your back as far as you can go. Okay, so turn around so they can see. So we can see there's a pretty big discrepancy in her range from left to right. Okay, and then go ahead and relax. And now turn back to the front and give yourself a hug. Okay, and that looks pretty symmetrical. Okay, and then relax. And we're gonna go through the cervical spine active range of motion into passive range. So go ahead and bring your chin towards your chest as far as you can go, and keep relaxed here. And I'm just providing a little bit of overpressure, feeling for that end feel. Okay, you can look ahead, and look up towards the ceiling as far as you can go. Okay, good. Cervical extension, you never apply overpressure. Okay, so just look at active range for that. Go ahead and bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Okay, you stabilize, provide overpressure. Okay, and then the opposite way, left ear to left shoulder. And again, stabilize and provide overpressure. And come back to neutral. And then go ahead and look to your right as far as you can. Good. And then you're gonna grasp around the ears and try to bring her into more rotation. Good. And then look to the left, same thing. Okay, and then back. So any pain, discomfort with any of those movements? Okay, good. And then we're gonna dive into the shoulder. So first, we'll just get a general sense of our active movement. So let's start with flexion, all the way up overhead as far as you can go. Good, and then come back down. And palms out to the front, all the way up to the side and up overhead. Good, and then come back down. And bring your arms out like this. And rotate back as far as you can. Great. And then rotate forward as far as you can go. Good. And again, you can see there's a little bit of a restriction, right versus left. She has a little bit less motion on that right side, which corresponded to less range of motion in her scratch test as well. So now we're going to be going through the active into passive, providing overpressure. So since she's more restricted on her right shoulder, we're going to test her left side first. Okay. So let's go ahead and come all the way up overhead as far as you can. Good. And then I'm just going to apply overpressure at the end range. Okay. Now relax. And then turn your palm out. Come all the way up overhead again. And again, applying that overpressure at the end range. Okay. Any pain? Good. And then we'll do external rotation and internal rotation. So we're stabilizing at the humerus for this one. Okay. No pain? Nope. Okay. And now we're going to check her side that seemed a little bit tighter. So flexion first. Okay. And abduction, hand out. Good. So I definitely feel, she still has a nice firm end feel, but I don't know if you guys can see, but she definitely is more restricted in this range of motion at the top. Okay. And then let's do external. Yeah. And again, still a firm end feel, but I get to that end feel sooner in the range of motion than we did on the left side. So, so based on that screen, I would want to be looking more specifically at her abduction range, because we felt that firm end feel sooner in the range of motion than her left side, and internal rotation range, because again, that firm end feel was felt sooner than the available range on her non-involved side. Okay. So we'll practice this version first of the screen, and then we're going to go more specifically into the supine testing. But let's just do the standing version first. Yep, question?
Would you ever try and have her switch hands to try and put her right hand above her left on the
On this one?
scratch test?
You could do that, yeah, to just check and see, or maybe what might be a little bit better is if you notice the asymmetry, you could check one at a time just to see if there's any sort of difference. So yeah, you could certainly do that if you notice an asymmetry. All right. Okay, so let's break up into your